John and I go back a long way. I haven't got any notes, so I'm prepared to stand here and be emotional and mumble if necessary, because to see all you people here today is deeply, deeply moving. Julian Assange is locked up for 23 hours a day, and when John was talking about it just now, I was thinking that what I need to help to persuade people is that we as individuals need to be able to put ourselves in the position of somebody who is in solitary confinement. I've been to one or two events like this, except they weren't a lot of people like this is. There was Andy Worthington and his dog listening to me when I was demonstrating for the release of Shaka Ama from Guantanamo a few years ago. Thank goodness he was eventually released and he's now back with his family. Where was I? How do we put ourselves in the position of a Julian Assange in solitary confinement, or with that kid in Syria or Palestine or Rohingya being blown to bits by these people in this building here? How do we put ourselves in the position of the parents of that child who will spend the rest of his life on crutches or however? It's called empathy, and it is the most valuable thing that any human being can possess in their lives. And the reason that it's so valuable to all of you here, me, John, everybody involved in any of these movements, is because it brings us joy. It is what brings joy to our lives, to be able to empathize not just with Julian Assange or the dead kid in Palestine, but with all our brothers and sisters all over the world, when we acknowledge that we are brothers and sisters and that we all have a responsibility one to another. So, one of the reasons that it's so moving to see you all here is because it means that nobody standing in Marsham Street today, with the possible exception of Special Branch, I know you're there. None of you are asleep. No. You are awake. No. You understand your predicament and the predicament of the other 65 million people who live in Great Britain. Well, no, it was never great. It was a lot better than it is now. When I was last here, my old lady was out and shopping, and she bought a toy for our dog to destroy. It's called a pet hay. I know this because there's a lady in somewhere in this great metropolis who makes, it's a little toy, and this one was Boris Johnson. We have him now. I mean, what's left of him. I'm happy to say the Chihuahua has almost entirely destroyed Bojo, as we call it. And we're happy to see that. So when I was making one of my little videos in support of the Bolivarian revolution in Venezuela, it's a chap there with a bad throat. Somebody give him a stretcher. Anyway, I made a reference to Donald Trump. Well, the Bojo pet hate looks a bit like Trump. It's got that weird, funny hair and everything that they share. And the lady said, "I'm just making a Trump. Would you like one?" And I said, "Yes, please." She sent it as an email to you. So we now have two. And she's one woman working on her own. And these are her only two pet hates so far. Let's turn it into one of the greatest corporations in the world. Pet hate. The first two are Bojo and Trump. Anyway, I digress. What else do I have to say? John Pilcher and I go back to 1985 when I worked with him and with a lovely man called David Munro, who was a filmmaker. And they had made a documentary film in 1985 or before called The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, or just The Four Horsemen. And it was based on the idea, and I to this day remember a line from the film because I used it in a show I did called Radio Chaos, and the show was, "We are fueling wars," and we are. And this is what Julian understood, i.e. because we want to make money. I know you all know this. I'm really talking to some of the people who sleep at home. Oi, wake up! You all know this, but we make weapons in order to make money. Not for us, but for them. And in order to sell the weapons, we need to encourage people to kill one another and to be fighting. Well, as we all know now, in the desperate predicament that this tiny, fragile planet is in, we are going to have to learn to act collectively. I know this is boring, but it's fucking true. So we're going to have to learn to act collectively, to express our love for one another, and in consequence, hopefully, the planet will survive for another 100 or 200 or 300 or 1,000 or 10,000 years, and our children and grandchildren can experience some measure of the joy that is to be found in the love of one another. And that's all I have to say. Good man. Thank you.
Head on the wall.